Assassin's Creed Mirage is bringing back the click combat system, which used to be the iconic combat systems that we used to see in the old Assassin's Creed games. That is now going to be returning to Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now, Ubisoft just gave us a bunch of information about all the new combat mechanics that they've just added in to Assassin's Creed Mirage. So all the things that we're going to take a look at in this video is first going to be the one-click parry system, and then we'll move on to multiple click parry chain system, which is also a new feature that Ubisoft has added in to Assassin's Creed Mirage combat systems. And after that, we'll also take a look at the new gear-oriented combat system, along with stealth combats, which will include teleportation, traps, and combat using the long-range weapons. Now, before we jump into the information, I just want to let you guys know that there are some extremely important points that I'm going to be sharing with you guys related to the upcoming combat system in this game, where some people might actually like it and some might absolutely hate it. So yeah, I'm just going to deliver the information, but then it's up to you guys to decide on whether the new one-click combat system is actually good or a bad thing that is being added to Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now, starting off with the first one, which is called the single-click parry system. Now, if you guys might have seen some of the old Assassin's Creed games, we always had the single parry kill system where you simply have to just click one button right before the enemy strikes you, and then you automatically make the kill. So every different Assassin's Creed games used to have different animations, but then how the combat system worked was pretty much the same. You just had to click one button and the game does the entire combat on its own. Now, Ubisoft has just announced that Assassin's Creed Mirage is going to have the same similar system that is going to be returning, whereas they've also shared some gameplay footage where you can actually take a first look at the single click parry system on how this exactly works. Now, as you can see from the footage here, Basim basically parry strikes the enemy right before the enemy strikes in, and that is when you're going to be prompted with this message which says click the button to go for the kill. Now, it's up to the players whether you want to go ahead and click the button, which will then prompt the game to play an automated animation where Basim is going to be performing the kill instantly. So it's pretty much going to be one-click kill for most of the enemies that you will come across in Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now, Ubisoft realizes that the fans and the community are pretty much divided at this point. Some people like the one-click kill and some people don't, which is why they seem to have also added another system which is called as the multiple click parry chain system, which will basically be working amongst the stronger enemies. Now, the single click parry system that will usually be working out with all the lower level enemies or weaker enemies. So anytime you parry a weaker enemy, you can just kill them off with just one click. But then when it comes to an enemy that is stronger or equivalent to Basim's skills, that is when you're going to have this parry chain system which plays into the game, where in one of the footage Ubisoft has also shared exactly on how it's going to be working out. So Basim is pretty much just going to cancel parry with the enemies back to back, so it's going to go on as a chain system. So you need to keep parrying the stronger enemies because they're going to possess the similar kind of abilities in terms of combat of how Basim is going to perform, that even if you parry that enemy, the enemy is going to cancel your parry and they will still try to attack you back to back, which is then going to allow players to use this new combat system called the parry chain, where you pretty much just have to keep parrying each and every attack that comes from your enemies. So if you successfully parry all the different attacks that the stronger enemies are going to throw at you, that is when you'll be unlocking the kill prompt. Once the enemy's energy bar levels are completely depleted, that is the only way you can go ahead and kill these stronger enemies. So it seems like when you're fighting against a stronger enemy in Assassin's Creed Mirage, there are going to be a lot of different parry animations that's going to keep playing back to back as a chain animation, which will then make the game and the combat system look much more cinematic and so much better than what we are used to seeing from the older Assassin's Creed games, which is pretty much just one-click animation and that's pretty much it. They are trying to keep the combat system much more engaging, and at the same time they don't want to be leaning towards the RPG system because you usually have seen the numbers popping up and enemies being bullet sponges. So that's something a lot of players have hated in terms of how that's been implemented in Assassin's Creed games, and it seems like that is finally going to be changing. And now let's move on to the gear combat system. Now, as Ubisoft has already mentioned, Basim is pretty much just going to upgrade with the help of the storyline. So if you play the story, Basim is going to be progressing over his skills, and along with the story story, Basim will also be unlocking multiple new gear sets which he will be able to use during the combat systems. So all of these gears will basically enable Basim to perform better in terms of how his combat works and how agile and mobile Basim is going to be during these combat animations are pretty much based on all the different gears that Basim possesses. Now Ubisoft says that one of the crucial roles for Assassin's Creed Mirage is going to be the stealth combat system, where the game now has multiple different cinematic options, which is now going to allow players to teleport assassinate these enemies. So you can pretty much just assassinate up to 5 enemies at the same time using this teleportation feature, which is now considered as a long-range kill ability. And apart from this, you can also use different gear items such as traps. So you have different types of traps, one being the smoke bomb, and then you have the poison bomb. You also have nail bombs in the game, which Ubisoft has not yet shown. Ubisoft has also said that they're going to have a bunch of different bombs that will be available in the game that Basim can personally craft, or you can even purchase these items or even loot them off your enemies. So there are going to be different types of bombs and traps that Basim can set in this game. So those are the things that you will be utilizing as a stealth action combat system. And one of the best parts is that Basim now has an eagle that can literally be used as a long-range combat companion, where you can pretty much just order the eagle to go ahead and attack an enemy, or the eagle can also distract the enemy. Now, one of the things that we have never seen in previous Assassin's Creed games is that your eagle companion cannot really kill an enemy. So it seems like that's going to be changing this time. Basim's eagle can actually push off an enemy from a cliff, or it can even pluck their eyes out and kill the enemy permanently, which is something that we have never seen in any of the Assassin's Creed games before. So there is a lot of different stealth options that's going to be available, but at the same time, that also means that you're not going to be able to fly your eagle around, because the archers will shoot arrows on your eagle and you will not be able to fly the eagle as long as the archers are completely taken down. So there's still a huge upgrade in terms of the stealth combat system using the companions, but at the same time, you also have both pros and cons, which I think Ubisoft has balanced in a pretty smart way here. Now, one thing I'm super excited about is that the parry kill system is finally returning, and it's actually different this time, and it's not like the old school Assassin's Creed games completely, because you have a lot more of chain animations that's going to take place. So the gameplay is going to look so much more cinematic than what we've already seen with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So let me know down below in the comments, what are your thoughts and opinions on this one? Do you guys actually like the new changes to the combat system that Ubisoft has been implementing with the new click parry combat system that Ubisoft has just added in? Let me know your thoughts and feedbacks in the comments down below. And if you guys are ready for Assassin's Creed Mirage, and if you are excited for this game, make sure to go ahead and drop a big fat like on this video. And your support to the content by leaving a like would actually help this video a lot. It also helps me as a creator get motivated, because at the end of the day, your like and your support is the only thing that just keeps me motivated to make better content for you guys every single day. So if you guys could just take a few seconds and show your boy some love, that would really mean a lot to me. And with that being said, if you guys are looking for a YouTube channel that covers all the upcoming latest informations, updates, gameplays, news, and all the stuff that you guys need about Assassin's Creed and all the upcoming open world games, then this channel is your #1 stop. So make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on, and set it to all so you can receive notifications of my daily videos. There are so many upcoming games that I just keep posting on this channel, so you guys can always stay updated with all of the latest gaming news. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.